Hello everyone and welcome back to the Perfect French with Dylan. Today we are going to learn when to use the present tense in French. If you have the book, it's page 9 and page 10. So the present tense, even though it's easy, it can be a little bit confusing sometimes for English speaker because when you have 3 different tenses, we only have one. Actually, there's a bit more than that, we will see that at the end of this video. So if we take the simple present in English, we have he eats. Then we have the continuous present, he is eating. And then we have the third one with he does eat. So you see when you use 3 different ones in English, for us we only have one, the present tense. So if you look at he eats, he is eating, and he does eat, we have il mange. Il mange. That's it. So 3 tenses in one. So that's the first good news. The second good news is that if you speak English, and you probably do since you watch me teaching French in English, is that we have 4 similar ways to use the present tense in French and in English. We have only one that is very different. You probably saw me making this mistake quite a few times actually already. But so we have 4 similar ones and 1 different. So the first one that we have that is similar in French and in English is to talk about things that are happening right now. In the same sentence, there's usually a reference of time, most of the time an adverb, such as aujourd'hui, maintenant, en ce moment. For example, there's way more than that, I'm not going to give you them all. So if we see, I am leaving now, in French is je pars maintenant. Je pars maintenant. So pars is the verb partir, to leave, conjugated in present tense. In the book on the sentences, verbs are not underlined in color, but if you want to do it yourself, I think it could really help. That's only if you want. I thought about doing it, but then it was a little bit messy with all the colors, so I left it just black and white. Also, I give 1 sentence for each situation, but you have more examples in the book. The second one is to talk about things that happen all the time. For example, on promène toujours le chien dans ce quartier. On promène toujours le chien dans ce quartier. So promène is the verb promener, to walk. To talk about general actions or states. La maison est à vendre. La maison est à vendre. So here the verb conjugated in present tense is of course être, to be. Vendre is an infinitive verb because after a, so a with the accent, it's always an infinitive verb. But we'll see this later on, I think chapter 11, if my memory is good. The fourth way that we have the same in English and in French is to talk about the future when there's a reference about the future in the sentence. Son examen est demain matin. Son examen est demain matin. So once again, est, the verb être. Do you remember yesterday I told you that we use être and avoir all the time? We use it really all the time, so this is very important to know them. We are going to see them at the end of this week and beginning of next week. So in English, his exam is tomorrow morning. So you see, tomorrow morning is in the future, but we still use the present tense in French and in English. Now, the part of present tense that really confuses usually English speaker is that in French, we use the present tense to talk about something that started in the past, but is continuing in the present tense. In the present, not present tense. So if the action is still ongoing, well, we use the present tense. It all comes down to the expression of time. And usually in this kind of sentences, you can find the word depuis. Depuis, which translates to since for. Let's see a sentence, you're going to understand what I mean. J'habite au Canada depuis 2 ans. J'habite au Canada depuis 2 ans. I have been living in Canada for 2 years. So you see, j'habite in French is just the present tense. It's the verb habiter, to live. But in English you use I have been living. Okay? So usually I actually say it a lot on my videos. which does not happen as much as you think in real life. It's just when you turn on the camera, you tend to make way more mistakes than you usually do. But I usually say, I live in Canada for 2 years. Or I learn English for 5 years, or something like that. It's embarrassing to rewatch and know that I did that, but this is a very common mistake that French speakers make in English and that English speakers make in French. Okay, so present tense for us. J'habite au Canada depuis 2 ans. I have been living in Canada for 2 years. So this sentence is more of a beginner sentence. If you want to learn more advanced thing, I'm going to give you 2 other examples. It's not necessary to know how to use them, but we don't always have to use depuis. We can use ça fait, which literally translates to it does, ça fait 2 ans que j'habite au Canada. Ça fait 2 ans que j'habite au Canada. Or, il y a 2 ans que j'habite au Canada. Il y a 2 ans que j'habite au Canada. There is 2 years that I live in Canada. That's the exact translation. But at the end, they all mean I have been living in Canada for 2 years. So here, this type of sentence, the more advanced one, only works when there is a reference of time. 2 months, 1 month, 1 day, etc. An hour, you know what I mean. Only works when there is a reference of time in the sentence. Even a little bit more advanced now, depuis, when we want to ask a question. We'll have depuis quand, since when, depuis quand, plus est-ce que, plus the verb. So if you want to ask how long have you been married, you will ask depuis quand est-ce que vous êtes marié? Depuis quand est-ce que vous êtes marié? And we'll answer nous sommes mariés depuis l'année dernière. Nous sommes mariés depuis l'année dernière. So you see here, you cannot say ça fait l'année dernière que nous sommes mariés. Okay? The one that we just spoke before, that doesn't work. Or il y a l'année dernière que nous sommes mariés. It doesn't work either. It has to be a reference of time, such as 2 months, 1 month, an hour, etc. Okay? I know that sometimes I go a bit overboard with my lesson. Maybe I should not include as much, but I like my lesson to be very complete. So sorry if something confused you. Don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section if you have a question. I would be more than happy to help you. There is no exercises on the book for this lesson, but if you want to try one with depuis, il y a, ça fait, you can go to the exercise 1.40, page 67. Technically, it's for the end of the chapter about present tense, but if you want to try now and maybe do it again later at the end of the chapter, see how you progressed. That's it for today. I will see you tomorrow to see how to conjugate verb ending in er. À demain!